Okay, our objective today is to continue practicing adding and subtracting fractions and mixed numbers. Just a reminder one more time, your Chapter 5 test I have tentatively planned for the middle of next week. No quiz in this chapter. Everything goes really well together, and a lot of it was a review. So chapter test will be middle of next week. We'll start reviewing by Friday this week, as long as things go as planned. Okay? Okay, we're going to start today by going over our warm-up, and then we'll move into the homework. I'm just going to kind of go around the room and see what you guys got this time. I just want to hear your answers rather than you putting them up here. Abigail, can you tell us what you got for number 1, please? Good. Number 1 is 1.5, and again, you can write it as a decimal, mixed number, or improper fraction. Ben, what did you get for number 2? Good job. Okay, Peyton, number 3, please. Good. -1b over 9. You may also just have b, -b over 9. Your call there, how you prefer to write that. Neil, number 4. Good job. So, go ahead. Yeah, 78 over 35 if you left it as the improper fraction. Okay, let me go back to number 4 for a second. So 3.6 repeating, or you can have 3 3/5 for K. This is actually number 4, which says challenge. We've done these before, but it's been a while. The end of chapter 3, we did a lot of these. We're going to do more equations with fractions probably tomorrow, if not tomorrow, Wednesday. Ben? It says solve the equation. Okay, well, you got the answer, but you're supposed to solve for K. Okay. Okay. Yeah, anytime it's an equation, Ben, you're always solving for the variable. Okay. 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 You still have to combine the K, but you're trying to get K by itself. Okay? Grace? Oh yeah, sorry. Why did I put a bar? I didn't mean to put a bar on there. Thank you. My fault. Neil, you didn't say repeating, right? Yeah, my fault. Thank you, Grace. Okay, number 5. Greta, what did you get? Good, 18 1/7. Number 6, Amberly. Good, 1 1/3. Ray, number 7. Good, 9 over 11. Okay, so let's take a look at these, and I can do number 4 if you guys need me to. Questions on any of these? Grace? Yes, I can. Anyone besides number 4, just so I know which ones we need to do? Okay, number 4, just a preview for what we're going to do either tomorrow or Wednesday. You're solving an equation. There's variables on both sides. We haven't seen this since the end of chapter 3. First thing you want to do is move this K to the other side. If you look at the 6 up here, the 6 is smaller than the 7, so that's the easiest way to start this is by moving this to the other side. So when you subtract 6K over 9 from both sides, it's canceled on the left-hand side. So I'm going to go over here. We're left with 2/5 equals 7 minus 6 is 1, so 1K on the top. Rewrite your denominator of a 9. So let me pause there for a second. Grace, you okay? Okay, is everyone else okay with where we are on this one? Okay, and then how do we get rid of the denominator of a fraction? Anyone remember? Right? Multiply by what? You want to get K by itself. Good. You multiply both sides by 9, or 9 over 1, however you want to write it. So when you multiply both sides by the denominator, these 9s go away. So you're left with 9 times 2 is 18 over 5. So 18 over 5. And then the 1K on the right-hand side is just by itself. You can also just write that as K. So you can leave your answer as 18 over 5, or change it to 3 3/5 or 3.6, not 6 repeating. You okay, Grace? Okay. Anyone else on that one? Again, we're doing more of these eventually. Okay, anything else on the warm-up? Last call. Steve, you okay? You look tired. Okay, let's go over homework answers, and then we're going to go back to some stuff from last week. Okay, Michelle, when you're ready, could you tell us what you got for number 1, please? Good. Negative 6 over 25. Nathan M, number 3. We're on the homework, Nathan. Nathan S, number 3, please. Say that again. Okay. You could also write it as a mixed number. Either way is fine here. Thank you. Number 5, Nathan M, we'll go back to you. No. Skylar? Good. Negative 22.5 for number 5, or negative 45 over 2. Steve, number 7. No. Number 7, Amberly? Good. 403 over 99, or if you change it to a mixed number, 4 and 7 over 99. Either way is fine. Drew, number 9. Good. Negative 2 over 15. Number 11, Camille? No. Evan? Good. 37 over 45. That one is a little tricky. Number 13, Kevin? It should be x to the 5th, but besides that, you're good. Okay, 15, since it's up here, 5x to the 14th over 33. Jackie, 17.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Good job. Greta, number 19.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States
Good job.
of America,
21, Abigail.
and one nation, God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
No. Say that one more time. You got negative 23 over? Okay, no. Anyone get a different answer for 21? Peyton? Yes, good job. So 21, you can have 1 and 1 over 126, or 127 over 126. Okay, and then 23, and I'll come back to these if you need me to. These are a little tough. Ben, what'd you get for 23? Negative 68 over 44? Is that 84? Neil? No. Abigail? No, but you're getting closer. Grace? Nope, but you guys are all still close. Josh? Nathan S., did you have the same thing? Good job. Negative 5 over 42. I definitely need to go over that one, and I will. These are tough. We did 2 of these at the end of class Friday, but some of these are tough. Okay, 25, area of a triangle. Let's see if you guys got this. Mike, what'd you get for 25? Great job. 16 and 7/15 feet squared, or 247 over 15 feet squared. Okay, and then 27, Steve? No? Evan? Good, 55 students. Okay, so make sure your answers are checked, Mike. Well, you said the answer to 25, didn't you? Okay, did you pay attention Friday in class? Okay. No, you're multiplying. Okay, and just so for everyone, guys, remember from Friday, when you're multiplying, you do not need to find common denominators. We were cross-simplifying and then multiplying across the top, across the bottom. You do not need common denominators. Kevin? I know. Did you do okay? Okay. Okay. And you could have watched the video. It's kind of like you were in class. Okay. That happens. What? That's okay, Neil. All right, so guys and girls, let's start with questions. Let's start with the first page. So the odds on this page. Peyton, what number? Um, 247 over 15. Does that help you? Okay. Okay, anyone on the first page, Amberly? 11. Okay, this was a tough one. 6th grade, you okay if I move this? Okay, number 11, we have 7 over 10 times 2 over 9 plus 2/3. Okay, Amberly, what is the very first thing that you should do on this problem? Okay, what did you do first, though? Okay, that's right. Order of operations tells you to multiply first. Remember, GEMDUS, grouping symbols, exponents, and then multiply, divide from left to right. So you could have cross-simplified. So Mike, maybe here's what you did wrong. When you're multiplying, cross-simplify, and then multiply across the top, across the bottom. So step 1, you guys should have cross-simplified and then multiplied. 7 times 1 is 7. 5 times 9 is 45. Then rewrite your 2/3. And then Amberly, we'd have to find a common denominator here, which is 45. You with me so far? Okay. So rewrite your 7 over 45. 3 goes into 45 15 times. 15 times 2 is 30. And then once you add, that's how you end up with 37 over 45. You sure? Just a silly mistake. Guys, please make sure you're always following GEMDUS, your order of operations, or you're going to get confused on these. Mike? 7? Okay. Okay, number 7, Mike, did you change them to improper fractions first? Okay, what do you have them written down? Okay, can you tell me what they were so I can make sure you didn't make a mistake on that? Okay. Good job. Okay, so now did you cross simplify? Oh yeah. Okay, so anyways, you can cross simplify. 3 goes into each of these. 27 divided by 3 is 9. And then negative 39 divided by 3 is 13. That's the only thing that we can cross simplify. Does that make more sense? That's because you found a common denominator. However, Mike, if you simplify that completely, as long as you did it right, you should still get the same answer. Did you simplify it on the calculator? Did you get 403 over 99 when you simplified? I know, but did you simplify it?
Yeah, but then I got that.
Okay. Okay, then you did something wrong. Anyways, don't find common denominators when you're multiplying, okay? After you multiply across the top, across the bottom, you get 403 over 99, which you can also change to 4 and 7 over 99. And that one was positive. You okay? Oh, and I should have kept that as a negative. Okay, anyone else on the front page? Camille? 13. Okay. Okay, 13, we have 75x to the 4th over 8 times 14x over 3. Okay, Camille, there's a lot you can cross simplify here. Did you cross simplify? You didn't? Did you forget to? Okay, so you can cross simplify here. 3 goes into 3 one time. 75 divided by 3 is 25. Okay, maybe that's probably why you missed this one. And then 2 goes into both 8 and 14. So 8 divided by 2 is 4. 14 divided by 2 is 7. You with me on how that worked? Okay. And then multiply across the top, across the bottom. 25 times 7 is 175. X to the 4th times x is x to the 5th. I thought that was an exponent. So when you multiply same base, add exponents. 4 plus 1 is 5. You okay with that part? And then 4 times 1 is 4. So leave it as 175 x to the 5th over 4. Because there's a variable on the top but not on the bottom, leave it like that. Okay. You'll still get the same answer. And then, yeah, as long as you simplify it on the calculator, you should be okay. Okay? Okay, anyone else on the front page? Okay, on the back, I know I definitely need to do 23. Does anyone need 21? Abigail? Greta, were you going to say 23? Okay, I'll get to that one. Neil, what number were you going to say? Okay. All right, so let's start with 21, and I'm sure a lot of you guys may have gotten confused on that. Let me just go right to the part where you plug in the numbers. So y is 9 out of 14 plus x is negative 2/3. I'm going to put it in parentheses. And, oh, you already found it. Okay, z is negative 23 over 42. So let me pause there. Does anyone still need me to keep going so I don't waste your time? Neil, did you say 21? Do you still? Okay, go ahead. Drew? I'll talk to you in class about it. Okay, you should have multiplied first. Neil, you mean, okay, so, okay. All right, so after you fill in what x, y, and z are, you want to cross simplify first because multiplying comes before adding in order of operations. 2 goes into both 2 and 42. So negative 2 divided by 2 is negative 1. 42 divided by 2 is 21. Neil? Okay. Drew, do you still need me to keep going? Are you sure? Does anyone else need me to keep going on 21? I don't mind. Okay, so let's go to 23. Raise your hand if you still need 23, just so I know. Greta, you said 25. You get 23. Okay. Okay, 23, let me plug the numbers in as well. Z is negative 23 over 42 minus y is 9 out of 14. And then these are multiplying here. So times, I should probably put my parenthesis here. Times negative 2/3, yeah, is x. Okay, so step 1 for all of you that had your hand up, you need to multiply. We can cross simplify here. So if you want to cross simplify, I'm going to put this negative with the 9. 3 goes into 3 one time, and then negative 9 divided by 3 is negative 3. And then 2 goes into negative 2 and 14. Negative 2 divided by 2 is negative 1. 14 divided by 2 is 7. Those of you that got this wrong, after you multiply across the top, across the bottom, you get positive 3 over 7. Negative 3 times negative 1 is 3. 7 times 1 is 7. And then since this is positive, there's a plus sign in front of it. And then drop down your negative 23 over 42. Those of you that got that wrong, do you need me to keep going? Next step is fine. Abigail, you don't know what you did. Just okay. 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 So maybe you just made a couple silly mistakes. And now I hope you realize you don't need to find a common denominator if you're multiplying. Okay. Grace, did you find your mistake? Okay. Josh? You do not. No. And I know I said that at least once on Friday. You don't have to. You might be saving yourself time by doing it, but I don't care. Kind of like the whole mixed number thing. If you want to keep it as a mixed number, that's fine. If not, change it to improper fractions. You guys are all good enough with math that you're okay to decide what you prefer to do. Should be at least. Does anyone need me to keep going on this one? Okay, 25. Greta, that was you. Okay, who else needs 25 so I know who I'm talking to? Steve. Okay, 25 area equals 1/2 base times height. So the base in this problem is, I'm going to convert it to an improper fraction, 39 over 5. And then height, I'm going to convert it to an improper fraction, 38 over 9. Okay. Yeah, but you're going to get confused if you do it that way, but I can still do it that way if you want. The reason it's easier this way is because when you're dealing with fractions, Greta, it's just easier to just multiply across the top instead of dividing by 2. But yes, base times height divided by 2 is the same thing as this formula. The reason this one is easier is, look, all you need to do is take this 1/2, and 2 times 5 is 10. So you just change this to 39 over 10, and then rewrite 38 over 9, and then cross simplify, multiply across the top, across the bottom. I want you guys to start realizing, when is it easier to use certain formats of formulas? On this case, it's much easier to do it like this instead of dividing by 2, because you're going to confuse yourself. Did anyone, who did it this way? Did anyone do it this way? Did the rest of you guys divide by 2? Raise your hand if you divided it by 2. Oh, wow, a lot of you did. Did you guys get the right answer doing it that way? Oh, good. Okay. 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 Greta, let me know if you're not okay. The answer was, as an improper fraction, 247 over 15. And then as a mixed number, 6 7/15. Okay, did you cross simplify everything here? 3 goes into both of these. 9 divided by 3 is 3. 39 divided by 3 is 13. And then 2 goes into both of these. So this changes to a 5 and this changes to a 19. And then multiply across the top, across the bottom, you get 247 over 15. And again, guys, the other way works. Those of you that had your hands up, you did it the other way and you got it correct. So it doesn't matter. Okay, and then Amberly, do you need 27? Okay, 27, basically all you're doing here is taking the 102 total students that are in the class, you're multiplying it by the 11 over 17 that have voted for Cindy, and then the 5/6 of all those total students have voted. So this amount of students have voted in the school, but this amount of students have voted for Cindy. So all you're doing is multiplying here, cross-simplifying, and then that's your answer. Mike? Okay, what'd you do? Divided by 17 times 11. You're fine. Same thing. You're good. There's a lot of different ways to do some of these. You're fine. Josh? Oh, and you left it like that? Well, you need to multiply that by... Okay, you can do that, Josh, but you have to multiply it by the total students that are in the class. Okay. Oh, I gotcha. I gotcha. That's fine. Thank you, Skylar. That's fine. Yeah. Okay. Just be careful if you do it that way, that you're answering the question the correct way. You're fine, though. Anyone else? Front or back? Okay, give me a thumbs up, thumbs middle, thumbs down on multiplying, fractions, mixed numbers, improper fractions. Give me after today. Mike, thumb up, thumbs middle, thumbs down. Ben, you got to, okay. Okay, thank you. All right, you guys can put that away. Here's what I want you to do now. Yeah, you have Joseph behind you now. Joseph, can you see okay sitting over there? Positive? Okay. Sorry, your desk has been temporarily moved to next to mine. Greta? Yes, yes. And we actually might do that tomorrow. Yeah. Before we move on. Yeah. Your book doesn't have a lot, but if I make some up and type them. Yeah. Okay. Put your name on the paper that I just passed out to you, please. Could you give one to Jordan, please, Jackie? For Jordan. Okay, so here's the deal. I am pretty sure, I need to see how you guys and girls are doing on this, but I am pretty sure I'm going to collect and grade this tomorrow. I did not put instructions on this. I was typing this during the Steeler game yesterday, so I did not put instructions on it. Sorry. Here's the directions. Add or subtract all the fractions and or mixed numbers. Simplify completely. Okay, there's the directions. Sorry. Simplify completely. Okay? Please follow order of operations. I know I need to make some more problems for tomorrow. I'll incorporate some multiplying tomorrow before we move on. We'll do some more of these. Some of the numbers on here might be a little large. Okay? Make sure it's simplified completely. Combine like terms. Find common denominators if you need to. I want you to keep in mind that you only find common denominators when you're adding and subtracting. When you're multiplying, you don't need to find common denominators. There's not any multiplying on here. This is what we did last Wednesday and Thursday. Okay, tomorrow I'm going to incorporate some multiplying into it. Mike, what were you going to say? That's why on the board it says calculator. So yes. Grace? It's up to you guys. You can either do your work on here. There's loose leaf in the back, so I will let you decide on this one. Thank you for asking. Okay? Yes, you may use the calculator to simplify, but please make sure you're finding common denominators if you need to. Okay? I mixed everything up in here, so you got to figure out what you need to do. For the last 12 minutes, I'm going to walk around to make sure that you're on the right track. Please make sure that you take your time on this and you're checking over your work just in case I do collect it tomorrow. Okay?